Hi everyone. In this video we're going to do an exercise to test your understanding of when and how to use the present simple and the present continuous tenses. For every sentence, you'll be given a few seconds to pause and try to think of the correct answer. So without further ado, let's go through each sentence and discuss why the chosen verb form is correct. For the first verb, the answer would be, is doing, because the brother is currently in the process of completing his degree, a temporary and ongoing activity, for which we use the present continuous. For the second verb, don't see, is the right answer. We put it in the present simple because it describes a regular, repeated situation where the speaker rarely sees him. My brother is doing a degree at university, so I don't see him very often, unfortunately. Moving on to the next sentence. Here, both verbs should be in the present simple since we're talking about Darren's typical routine, a repeated or habitual action. We notice a key word which is until. This word will help us understand the context of the sentence. So if we say, Darren does usually get home until about 8 o'clock. It wouldn't make sense. Therefore, doesn't get would be the correct answer. Darren doesn't usually get home until about 8 o'clock. Moving on to the third sentence. The correct answer is, are getting. We're using the present continuous because divorce is a process that is happening currently, not a regular event, but a temporary change that's occurring now. If the past simple was an option in this exercise, it would also be correct to say, got divorced, since there's no time indicator for this action. I'm sorry to hear that your parents are getting divorced. Both go and turn are the correct answer, used in the present simple because this is a set of instructions or directions. The present simple is often used when giving directions. You go to the end of the street and turn right. This is a question about a scientific fact. So we'll use the present simple, does float, because it refers to a general truth, something that is always true. Why does ice float? Are getting is the answer. We put the verb in the present continuous because the evenings are gradually changing. This is a developing situation, not a fixed routine or fact. It's lovely now the evenings are getting longer, isn't it? Doesn't eat is the answer. The verb to eat was used in the present simple because it describes a permanent state or habit, something that is generally true about the father. My dad doesn't eat meat at all, he's a vegetarian. The answer is, aren't listening, or, are not listening. With the present continuous, the speaker is talking about what they are doing, or in this case, not doing, at the current moment. So the full sentence would be, actually, we aren't listening to the Libertines at all. This is Pete Doherty's second band, Baby Shambles. Walks is the right answer. The present simple was used here, even though it describes a joke or short story. We often use the present simple for storytelling or jokes to make the events feel more immediate and lively. A man walks into a bar. Ouch, not a good idea to walk into an iron bar. On to the next one. Did you guess it correctly? The correct sentence would be, are you phoning me from your mobile? The line's not very good. As we know, the present continuous is used here because it refers to something happening right now. The speaker is checking if the person is currently on a call. Sentence number 11. The answer is, do you often order things online? Both do and order are in the present simple because the speaker is asking about a regular habit or repeated action. Try to guess sentence number 12. There's an Englishman, an Irishman and a Scotsman. They are walking across the desert when one of them spots a camel in the distance. Are walking is in the present continuous tense because it's describing an ongoing action in a narrative joke. Spots is in the present simple to reflect an action that interrupts the ongoing walk, adding comic timing and immediacy to the storytelling. Moving on to sentence number 13. Beckham has control of the ball. It's Beckham, and he scores. Both has and scores are in the present simple because this is commentary. In sports, we often use the present simple to make the action sound more vivid and dramatic as it unfolds. Number 14, the answer is, Woman gives 500 million euros lottery win to charity. Gives is in the present simple, used here in a newspaper headline. Headlines often use the simple present to report recent events in a concise and direct way. Number 15. For this one, it's, my dad is always telling jokes. We use the present continuous with always to express annoyance or exaggeration. It emphasizes how often he does it and how it might be irritating or silly. But always also works with the present simple tense to describe how frequent an action is. So another correct answer for this sentence would be, my dad always tells jokes. Finally, number 16, which seems to be a question and an answer. As always, we need to pay attention to the context, as well as key words such as time clauses and indicators. Phil doesn't wear ties, does he? Actually, he does wear a tie to work most days. The verb, to wear, in both sentences is in the present simple because the speaker and listener are discussing a general habit. It wouldn't make sense to say, Phil is, or isn't, wearing ties. That would also be incoherent with the rest of the question, since the speaker finished with, does he? This type of questions is known as the negative tag question, where the first part is a negative statement, and the second part is a short question tag that matches the first part in its tense, but is positive instead. And that's why, doesn't wear, is correct. Now for the listener responding, we have a time indicator, which is, most days. That means the response is describing a habit. In this case, either, does wear, or, wears, would be correct. In summary, we use the present simple for regular habits, permanent states, facts, and general truths, as well as for jokes, sports commentary, and headlines. We use the present continuous for actions happening right now, for temporary situations, and for ongoing changes or developing trends. Understanding when to use each tense helps make your English more accurate and expressive. You can check out previous videos where we explained each tense and when to apply it. Their links are in the description below. Thanks for watching.